Hey everybody, we're gonna go over some solo drills that you can do on your own. Usually use these to warm up, but depending on how you do them on your own, especially the intensity, the amount of reps, etc., you can kind of get quite a bit of a workout out of it. Like I said, we use these to warm up in class normally. So the first one we're gonna go over is a normal bridging, also called an upa. Right? I'm gonna lay on my back, I'm gonna bring my feet up to my butt. I'm gonna pick a shoulder. I'm gonna use my right one for right now, and I'm gonna come up, over at about 45 degree, touch the mats, come right back down, bring both shoulders down, bring the spine down, and now I'm going to come up to the opposing side, touch the mats, come right back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? So it's a simple upa, or bridging, right? The next one we're gonna do is hip switches, right? So I'm gonna step over my own legs. I'm gonna lay on my back. A lot of people tend to like to grab their gi because you never know what to do with your arms on this one. And I'm just gonna step all the way big time over my own hips, over my legs. I'm gonna pull the bottom leg out, step over, pull the bottom leg out, step over, and the same thing, just keep doing it over and over until you reach the repetition amount that you wanna accomplish. Number next is the triangle, right? Triangles, I like doing these. They work the lower abdomen, also help you with setting up your triangles. I'm gonna roll on my back, lift the hips up. When I lift the hips up, I'm gonna set up what's called a figure 4. Right back down. Do it on the other side. Up, ankle goes right behind the knee, lock it in. Release, back down. Up, and down. Up, and down. Up and down. So those are called triangles. Pretty simple to set up. All right, next one is your shrimping. Shrimping is probably one of the most basic warm-ups that you can do. From here, flat on my back, I'm gonna go ahead and bring one knee all the way up to my butt. What I wanna do is I wanna take my left hand and I wanna touch the top of my right foot. To do that, I need to push my hips out of the way, shrimp motion. I'm gonna get all the way onto my right side. Touch the toes, touch the top of the foot, come back. Opposite side, touch, come right back. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can just scoot the hips back and touch, right? Or if you watch my hips as I do this, I lift those hips up and I get on my shoulder. Again, here, hips up on the shoulder, or you can just do it in place. The next one can be a challenge for some people, and that is fine. It takes a little while to really develop this one. Koala roll. I take this hand, and I bring it right behind my back. Some people like to grab onto their hamstrings. I learned it from Professor Hobson to go behind the back, so that's the way I still tend to do it. From right here, I'm gonna roll to my side. It's like a sideways shoulder roll. I wanna roll from one shoulder to the other shoulder. My head is in the way, so tuck the chin down to your chest. I'm gonna step my left foot all the way over. I wanna try to keep my feet as connected to the floor as possible. So from here, up, invert it, and over. I come back. The same deal. One of the easiest ways to really set this one up and really get comfortable doing it is a wall or a pole, something that's not gonna move on you. And you just get started stepping like a pendulum, swinging the hips out. Just like our hip switches earlier. And then as you get more comfortable with this, I can hook, I can roll, hook, roll, here, over, and over. So that's what's known as a koala roll, right? So those are some simple warm-ups that you can do to get started with. Do them all in a repetition. Maybe do 5 starting off, then go 10, then go 15. Mix it up however you want, but they should get you warmed up. And these are all movements that we do in class. For those of you that take jiu-jitsu with me, you already know this. But all of our jiu-jitsu warm-ups are based off of movements we do while we're sparring, while we're practicing. Are we good?